Hey guys, Justin Rose with Bushido Mixed Martial Arts. Going to do a video that's going to ruffle little feathers, but it's not meant to be any more disrespectful than what is being done. I knew that when I started putting my bully beatdowns out there, and I know I am the originator, the creator of the bully beatdown. Yes, anybody can do it, but nobody has been doing it. I've been looking for 22 years. I've never seen a single video of anybody else doing the bully beatdowns. I knew that when I started putting my stuff out there, that people would start imitating it. And I'm a fan of that. I want to see jiu-jitsu change. I want to see it become something more of what it used to be, with self-defense and less sport. But I'm old school, and in that way, I'm about giving respect and honor and giving credit where credit is due. If I get a move from somebody and I borrow their move or their training tactics, I'm the type of person to give them some credit, to drop their name. You know, hey man, I picked this up from John Dana here, blah, blah, blah. Or hey, Craig Jones, you know, this is this. George St. Pierre, this is, you know, the mirror lock. People have names to stuff. What I don't like, and I think is low in integrity and low in honor, is when you take something that you got from somebody else and you claim it as your own, and you put it on your page of, we do more than just sport fighting, we do more than just sport and points, we teach you how to fight. Knowing you've never done that in your life before, at the very least you could drop my name, you could drop me a shout out to my school, and I'd be happy to support and happy to help you out. Kind of case in point, I'm going to show you some things about the bully beatdowns that I've perfected and that I've done over the years, okay? Because I've got 22 years of doing these. I didn't just start them this week and start pumping them out on TikTok like some of the imitators. And again, if you do it with honor and respect and you cut, you know, me some credit, drop my name, drop my school name, I'll support you. I'll help you out. I'll like your videos. I'll help you grow. But if you take what I'm doing and you take it and make it like it's your own idea and your own concept without giving me any credit, I just think that's low class, and there's not much honor in it. The other thing is you're making a ton of mistakes that I've learned over the years, and I'm not inclined to help you out when you're not giving me any credit for what you're doing. So the four things that I want to talk about is when we clinch. Everybody's always asking why they don't throw, why they don't throw, why they don't throw. Why do they always do the double leg take? I'll demonstrate this, and I'll let them run. Good matchup, right? When we're fighting and he's punching and I'm blocking, it is a lot harder to come in over the top the way I would teach an adult or an MMA fighter or a higher age level, and hang on to someone and control them and not get, switch feet, and not get punched. My kids try to come in and grab gis, and grab my gi. And it looks like this. Grab the gi, hold on to me. You gotta throw me, grab my gi, grab my gi, grab my gi, grab my gi. This is why we don't do it. I had a guy say, man, it seems like all your kids do is double leg. Because if he protects himself, you're gonna block punches, and then you're gonna shoot, right? Punch, boom. It's the easiest way for him to get in. If he's doing it the way I teach, he does not go to his knees. That's a big thing. We usually, kids shoot to their knees, they've got some wrestling experience, or they're just doing it wrong. We teach them to stay up. He wants to stay up. Yes, he's gonna go to the ground in a fight, on the concrete or wherever, but I'd rather him have scraped up knees than a whole lot of me pushing him back and hitting him. Hang on to me, try to clinch me, okay? I can push him away. It is very hard for a kid to learn upper body control. That's why we teach leg shoots. It's easy for him to get in. It minimizes the damage that I can do to him. And the only thing he's really got to worry about is getting hit to the side of the face, so he needs to get his takedown done quickly and get on the ground without shooting to his knees, okay? That's number one. Number two, lay down on your back. Mount. So I'm not going to give it away all the stuff, but I'm going to give this a chance to open back up and somebody to give some respect and some credit where it's due. I can tell when somebody's been doing this for one day, you know, because I have white belts, I have new kids. But when he sets up, one thing we don't set up. One thing we don't do is, the command was slap them in the face. We don't slap them in the face, because when you slap, your fingers will slap them in the eyes. There's a reason for everything that I do in my drills, okay? We don't slap. We use open palm strikes. We try to use the palm, okay? So don't slap, right? If they slap, they're gonna slap in the eyeballs. You're gonna start seeing a lot of kids getting poked in the eyes and crying. Ask me how I know. 22 years we've done it. We started out one way and we've changed and evolved to another. Another thing that does not happen in a fight that's very unrealistic is nobody just lays there on their back. It's not natural. Jiu-jitsu kids are trained that if they turn over, what happens if you turn over?
You get your back taken.
Get your back taken. Give up 4 points. What else? What else could happen to you when you turn over?
You could get tapped out.
Get tapped out, get choked, right? But nobody naturally in a fight, because you got to remember this is jiu-jitsu against a bully. It's not jiu-jitsu against jiu-jitsu with gloves on. You might as well put gloves on both of them, make it an MMA fight, okay? We've covered this in the past, why I don't put gloves on this kid, because it's a funny thing that when I put gloves on this kid, a lot of times one of two things happens, and it's because of the way their young minds work. One, he still just does nothing but grapples. Every time I run an MMA class and I put gloves on my kids, I have to remind them that they have gloves on. I have to remind them that hey, you can punch, dude, you got gloves on. So he's either gonna do all grappling and forget he's got the gloves on, or he'll do all punching and he'll forget he's grappling. Until they get older, they just don't put the two together. So I do not put gloves on the jiu-jitsu player. But this guy is not gonna sit on his back and punch up like this with his legs doing nothing. And in all the videos that I've seen, not critiquing the kids, because kids are kids. They're gonna do mistakes. I'm so tired of people, people that have done nothing, have no training, critiquing my kids. So I'm not critiquing the kids, I'm just telling you that you hear a line that I get criticized for, is I tell this guy, you have to get up. You have to turn over and get up. The number one critique, what kind of jiu-jitsu coach tells his kids to turn over? The kind that understands what people with no training do. 1,000 kids out of 1,000 kids will not lay on their back with their legs out straight doing nothing. They will try to turn over. So what I want you to do, I want you to turn over super, super fast and get rid of him, okay? Don't lay there. Go, now. Get up. Shake him. And that's what's supposed to happen. If he can shake it, go to top. That is the perfect turnover for the bully. And now he's on top to rain down strikes. And what Landon's going to learn to do, my jiu-jitsu player, he's got to learn to float and got to learn to take the back. But the mistake that I see in these videos is the kid is laying there. They're not doing anything to get up. The reason I tell my kids they have to turn over and get up is because I want him to actually get back to his feet where he can get back to beating him up, which is what a bully would do. A bully is never, ever in life going to lay on his back and go like this with no feet work. They're not even trying to push their feet up. They're not kneeing. They're not, trying to push the throat or the face. Granted, we got to keep it safe for kids. I'm just saying nobody is going to sit here and do this, okay? So we covered clinch work up top, why it's so difficult, why we start with leg shoots and takedowns. My advanced kids do throws. We've covered, we don't slap to the face. And we've covered the kid on bottom needs to be trying to turn over to get up. Not necessarily turning over to give up the choke, but turning over to get up. There's one more thing. Set Landon on your back. Santana on top. Let's educate the world right now, buddy. What submissions are you not allowed to do? Speak up.
Arm bars.
Arm bars, good enough. Why?
Because it could injure their arm.
The videos that I'm watching of this particular school, every one of their kids are doing arm bars. If this kid breaks this kid's arm, this kid's parents can sue this kid for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You don't know what, the court systems are nuts. He cannot go out there and break his arm. It's not a jiu-jitsu tournament. There's a ref there that stops that. If you're teaching them that in a fight, come on, dude. Like, you got no common sense teaching kids to do arm bars in a fight, because he's going to get in trouble. And if I take my 16-year-olds and they break someone's arm, they're catching an adult criminal record for aggravated bodily injury, assault, okay? I can't just break people's arms. Now I can equal and lesser force. I made a video a while back talking about what I'm gonna give you, but I can't just go breaking your arms in a fight. That's excessive force. You can meet with equal or lesser force. So arm bars and bully beatdowns are forbidden. I allow 2 things as the fight escalates. If this guy refuses to turn over, he sits there and fights from his back. He will not make an attempt to turn over. This guy, how do you get him to turn? So get your hands up, protect yourself. How do you make him turn over?
Open palm.
Show me. Well, hit him harder, make him turn. We open palm with the palm, not slapping them in the face, okay? Again, I'm helping people out when I really don't have to. I'm just trying to be nice to help people out because I want to see more people doing it. But man, give credit where credit is due. These are my drills. I came up with this. This is my stuff. And I'm the only person that does it. Now we're gonna start seeing a lot of people imitate it. But you gotta know what you're doing. You're gonna get kids hurt. So open palm strikes. And what do we always try to work?
Getting under, chokes.
Chokes, because chokes are safe. He can tap the kid out or he can put the kid to sleep. Can't go, just like you can't grab his head and bash his face on the concrete. You can't do that. These kids would get in major trouble and have lawsuits against their parents. Just turn back over. So no arm bars and bully beatdowns. When it gets really, really tough, I allow the open palm strikes. And if Santana was, how old are you, Santana?
7.
He's 7. So let's say I put him against a 9-year-old. And he's out here doing you can go ahead and let him up. You can let him up. Doing the best he can do. The very best he can do. And that 9-year-old just is not giving it up. He's counter grappling. Or he's just too tough. Santana's not able to turn him around, not able to choke him. And then I will allow arm bars as a last ditch effort. Because at the same time I see he can't just go out there breaking arms. This kid's parents brought him to me to learn to defend himself. They did not bring him to me to hold back and get beat up. So I allow arm bars in that case. Do either one of y'all know how to do the sticky hands and the turnover? Santana on your back. And I want your head that way. Now, all right. So this is what we do. Number 1, Santana should be trying to get to his feet, should be trying to get up. But, hang on, Santana. But let's say he is trying to punch landing in the face. Sticky hands, control, work the turnover. So he's controlling them sticky hands, passes it over, 2 hand to 1 hand. We're going to do that all night, or are we going to do the turnover? I thought you knew how to do it. Switch it up. Switch it up. It's okay. We're doing a video, so we got to keep it moving. You know how to do the turnover, right?
Like.
Okay. All right. Just try to hit him in the face. So you got sticky hand control. Pass it over, 2 hand to 1. Chest down, chest down. We start turning. We get him there. Post right hand to floor. No, you should be posting the right hand to floor. Right, no, that's your left hand. Right hand to floor. Lift up with the left hand. Swing the right arm under. Get your choke and finish him. Good job. All right. So again, guys, I know people are going to imitate what I'm doing, and I support that, but I just think there's more honor and integrity in dropping someone's name and giving some credit and not posting it on your page like it's your idea, like it's something you've been doing. And this is the second person I've run into that's doing this. It's just, I had one guy use a video of my kids. It was my kids, my video. And he posted it on his page saying, turn your kids over to me, I'll make them animals. Using my video, using my footage, so he's using my kids to push his school. How about use a video of your school and what you do? And that's the thing for most of the coaches that criticize, I get 500 positive comments, I get 10 negative comments. Out of the coaches that criticize me, they don't have any videos of themselves. They don't show what their kids are doing. I'm glad to see people doing bully beatdowns. And like I said, I want to be supportive, but it's kind of hard to be supportive when someone's kind of taking credit for your stuff and not really giving you anything this is my stuff. This is my life's work. This is what I came up with. So at least give credit where credit is due, and I'd be happy to support and help you out and answer questions. That way you don't got to figure out everything the hard way. All right. Appreciate it, guys.